People have to understand that, like, 2 weeks ago, I didn't even know who fucking this Batgasm cunt was. I had no idea. Was it 2 or 3 weeks ago? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
pretty much.
I had no idea who he was. I only found him because DG was raiding with him.
Yeah.
And then I found out about him, and then his fucking raid ID started getting trolled, basically. And I was like, from an outsider's point of view, I was like, oh wow, this sucks. And it still sucks.
Yeah.
This guy's getting trolled so much. Like, wow, this really sucks. But then I've just been opened up to this whole fucking new universe that I never even knew existed.
Mm.
And then we went down that rabbit hole of that. We didn't even. How much time did we spend on it? We did a podcast, and it was like, was it over an hour?
Oh, yeah, within an hour. Because we brought it up.
Well, that hour has like changed my last fucking 3 weeks. Like, it's fucking insane.
Oh God, I know. But we brought it up originally because, like, that's why I say about an hour. Because, like, the first, like, 15, 20 minutes, we were talking about Dark Owl and Batgasm, right? And just some of that crossover. And then we got sent a bunch of clips, right?
Yeah. That's what it was. It was just he was getting trolled.
Yeah.
And then we got shown all these funny clips.
Yeah, funny ones.
They were legit funny, like gross, but funny.
Yeah. Speaking of, should I just pull up? Should I pull up the main one right now? Should we have a look at it?
Go
on. So this is
just a quick refresher.
Yeah, just a quick refresher. Ah! Wait a sec. Ah!
Are you fucking shitting me?
Ah! There we are. I have great production going on here, guys. Don't you worry. Although, I say that, but this clip won't load. Did I get banned, maybe? Is that the issue?
I'm just curious.
The clip could also have just been deleted. So, the clip also could have just been deleted. Wait, suss this. Is it gone, Zoe?
Yeah, it's gone. The clip's been deleted.
Okay, so I guess we're not reacting to that clip because it got deleted.
Touche, Batgasm, touche.
Okay, that's okay. There's plenty more where that one came from. So, there was that clip of him spitting in a car, which we wanted to quickly pull up, but that one's gone. So, holy shit.
I think we might have a raw clip.
Yeah. Oh, I could pull it up on YouTube, but let's just look. Let's just keep powering through here. So there's a clip of him spitting in his car, which we had a laugh at. Okay, right? So
yeah,
of course
it was funny. It was gross, but it is what it is.
Yeah. So, do you want to elaborate on then, at the end of that podcast, right, which we're talking about, we like reacted to the spit clip and yada yada. And then I raided into Batgasm with the podcast people and like, I don't know, just because I don't know, it's all a bit of fun, whatever. At that point, we hadn't properly talked or anything. And so after we did that podcast, we were like, oh, well, wouldn't it be a good idea to get Batgasm on the podcast so then we could like talk to him?
Did I ask him after?
Yeah, well, we were saying, I think we were even saying it on the podcast. So I think we should reach out and talk to him. And then I rated into him as like, you know, as a hello, whatever. And then afterwards, after the podcast, like was when he started to get, or I put NTYs up to it because I went away over the weekend. So I wasn't like around. I was kind of off grid. So I didn't have my internet back and forth was not going to be good, especially talking to an American from Australia, like the crossover timing or whatever. So put NTYs up to the chatting. And so I don't know, because I spoke about it a little bit the other day, but I don't know like what, because you were the one directly messaging him. So I don't know like what you want to say on that, but
I messaged him and this is where it all started. This was purely, I just wanted to message him about his trolling. That was it.
Yeah.
And this is nothing new. As some people might know, I did an interview with Leon Lyon, rest in peace, who was a heavily trolled person.
Yeah.
I would say far more trolled than what Batgasm has experienced.
Yeah.
But I did an interview with him. I thought it was pretty tame. I thought it was pretty respectful of Leon. So I was not new to this. Also, another one that I haven't really spoken too much about, but it is available on my YouTube channel. I did an interview with an ex-mod of Payo.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't an ex-mod. He was an ex-editor for his YouTube, and Payo refused to pay him for some of the work that he did.
Right.
Yeah. And he reached out to me, and I did an interview with him. The resulting that interview resulted in that guy getting paid. So, like, I'd like to think that I'm somewhat decent at that stuff, and it was like the whole Batgasm thing was just like an extension of that. I just wanted to interview him about the trolling, and right off the get-go, he was very how do I say this? He thought something was up. He thought like I have ulterior motives right from the get-go.
Yeah.
And I tried to explain that wasn't the case, but it's just there was just like no getting through to him. So yeah, we weren't able to do it. But then obviously everything's happened now, and it's just like been blown way out of proportion.
Yeah, because right, like, fuck, I don't actually. Let me DM you real quick. I should have thought about it, but like I should have thought about this before the show. NT-wise, I just read what I just said, because I feel like now would also be a good time to bring it up, because it loops back into like what has been going on for the past week. Oh, what do you want to say? Here we go. Okay, yeah, okay. Well, I'll bring it up. So, fucking this morning, right? I spent like an entire week compiling all this information and all this shit, right? And
can I just say,
jump in.
Because I'll turn, like, after I had a chat to him, because he was very, concerned about the interview, and I said I strictly wanted to keep it to about the in-game trolling.
Yeah.
And we went back and forth a few times. We had even organized a time, which was a fucking headache.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like a normal American thing or whatever, but you guys, like Americans, I don't know. It's very hard for Americans to comprehend fucking time zones, like international time zones. Like, it's just, I don't know if they think that like the whole like American clock is just like everywhere is just the same time as America. I don't know, but it was very foreign to him, like trying to explain that. But anyway, and then when he declined the interview, I was like, okay, cool, done. It's like, I'm not going to press you on it. Like, this is totally your decision. I didn't even ask, like, I didn't even say, please do it. I just said, okay, no worries, totally your decision. All good. But then, like, it's just, things have happened since then. Like, I remember you did a stream on it, and that's kind of, I think that really kicked it off. When you did like your own little stream on it.
To be completely fair, I did that little stream just to try to like see what the waters were like, right? And before I even get into what I was about to bring up, pre-warning to everyone in the chat, like Batgasm was like just like banning everyone typing in the chat. I know most of you are probably already banned, probably know that, right? But like, I just did the little stream to talk about all the fucking bullshit that went on. And also because, like, man, we were in his chat the other night and he starts, like, bringing us up or whatever. And then, so then we get involved in it. Yeah.
Why? I wasn't privy to the on-site banning. Why? So anyone who was talking in your stream, he was like cross-banning them into his own stream?
Yes, pretty much. There was like,
So like, was it people like trolling him, or was it just anyone talking?
Okay, to be fair, probably 2 or 3 said something about bad shit, but nothing that. Okay, wait. Actually, let me roll that back. 2 or 3 probably directly said shit towards Bat. But if you guys know in my chat, as long as it doesn't cross the actual line, it's whatever. But if Bat, like, because I always hold the, like, honestly, Bat can run his stream however he wants. So if he doesn't like what people say about him, whether it's in my chat or whatever the fuck, he can ban them. But, right? He was banning, like, probably, in my opinion, 2 or 3 of them were maybe said some bad shit. The rest of them were just like, yeah, this Batgasm stuff's crazy. Like, whoa. And then they get banned as well. You know what I mean? Like,
so someone in your chat, Chewy, said he was banned for posting a giant cock. I just want to make it known that giant cocks are welcome in Todd's chat, and not only welcomed, but encouraged.
Whoa.
If you want to post giant cocks, by all means, this is your safe space.
Okay.
But so I'm just reading chat. It looks like a lot. There we go.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people.
Oh God.
Based from what I'm reading, chat is apparently a lot of people were actually banned.
Yes, from cross band.
But like, and this is one thing that I've noticed with Batgasm is when it comes, like, everyone's been on the internet obviously people have been on the internet for different amounts of time. But if you're like, a boomer like me, and you've been on the internet for a considerable amount of time, it's like the number one rule to like trolls is to not give them attention.
Yeah.
Like, it's so crazy to me that like his thought process was these people who, some of them haven't even talked in my chat, not even necessarily saying anything bad about me. They're just talking in this stream that I personally don't like. I'm going to cross ban them into my stream. Like, how do you think that pans out for you?
I don't know. It's
not just that though. He does things like that all the time, where he just brings attention to it. It's like like the Streisand effect.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, sorry. I feel like I fucking haven't done this properly for you, NT-wise, but I don't know if you can see on the stream. I just brought up Spikus. He did like the rave frog emotes I have. And then he, like a meme thing, he said, yeah, it's true. Dark Owl is in the raid ID stealing Cabal. That's the only thing he said. And to be fair, he said
this
that
was in your chat.
No, this is in Batgasm's chat.
Okay.
But these are the 3 things that he said, and he's banned. And we can get into this, but I personally think that Batgasm, because even before I did my stream, half of the boys got banned, and I genuinely think that it was from him watching the VOD of the podcast, and because like you guys are on the screen here, like in the VOD or whatever, he went through and just banned anyone that was talking in the podcast last week. And then on top of that, anyone that he missed that happened to talk in my chat the other night when I went live.
But like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is the result of like, look, again, I don't think anyone should be trolling him to the extent where he can't even raid in the game. I don't think that should be taking place. But at the same time, like, if you piss people off when you're doing things like that, obviously they're going to retaliate. And that not only are they going to retaliate, but they're retaliating because he gives them the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's impossible for him to ignore trolling. Like, he just has to like fucking put a spotlight on it, and then wonders why it continues to happen. Like, how many times did you would watch his stream? He's getting constantly trolled, and he's like, "We're just going to ignore it, guys." Like, he's banned people for bringing it up, and then he'll spend like 3 hours of his fucking stream talking about the trolls.
Yeah,
talking
and
about things that he was banning people for bringing up.
yes. And this is a good reason why, like, part of this podcast is even happening right now is because
Yes.
when he was messaging you, right, he was like, I don't want to talk about the trolls. I don't want to come on the podcast and talk about the trolls. And we were like, okay, very fair. That, like, probably is the best strategy to not mention it and not talk about it. And we're like, okay, we won't bring it, we won't talk about it or do anything. And then the next 3 nights in a row, there's like 2 or 3 hours of his stream specifically talking about the trolls, bringing up Discord messages, bringing up names, just like talking about it.
Yeah, it was
for
just
hours on end.
That one was insane. I know what one you're talking about. And I'm going to refrain from bringing certain subjects up, but some of the stuff that he was sharing was just it's just purely insanity.
Yeah.